You may not realize it, but your brain processes information in two different ways. For example, looking at this photo, you immediately realize that the blonde is angry and shouting something. You just used quick thinking. But look at the following image and your train of thought will change. Of course, you immediately realize that this is a multiplication problem. You could solve it if you wanted to. And if you start counting the example in your mind, your pupils will dilate, your muscles will tense up, and your pulse will speed up. Now you are using slow thinking. These two systems control our perception and reaction to others. For example, it seems to us that these lines are of different lengths, but in fact they are the same. Even now, knowing their length, it is difficult for you to perceive them differently, since your system of one quick thinking acts automatically. We see a similar effect here, which figure seems larger. Again, they are the same, but the illusion of perspective and depth makes the brain see the picture in 3 dimensions, although it is on a plane. We process information quickly, while System 2 or slow thinking corrects perception and decides not to trust intuition. Want to see how slow thinking works? I'll show you a 4-digit number, read it out loud and add 1 to each digit. If there are 3, 7, 9, 5 on the card, the correct answer will be 4806. Now do the same with the following cards. Are you ready? Let's go. Few people can cope with a task where there are more than 4 digits, but it is even more difficult to add to them not 1, but 3. Interestingly, when System 2 is running at full, your vision is blunted, although your pupils dilate at the same time. Have you noticed that the color of the text has changed? And what about the fact that the numbers from the cards changed as soon as I put them aside? Here's your next task. A bat and a ball cost $1.10. A bat costs $1 more than a ball, so how much does the ball cost? Your intuition will most likely tell you a dime right away, but this is the obvious answer of System 1 and we know that it is not correct. The correct answer is 5 cents. Even if you figured it out yourself, most likely the option of a dime still flashed in the course of the decision. System 1 tries to find the answer as quickly and easily as possible, which helps us a lot in everyday life. If we solved every task with full dedication, it would be terribly tedious. But it is important to know about this mechanism in order to understand the possible illusory nature of our primary judgments. How many animals of each kind did Moses take on the ark? This question is called the illusion of Moses and only a few can notice what is wrong with it. Actually, Moses didn't take any animals with him, it was Noah. Again, our brain makes a minimum of effort to solve the problem easily and quickly. Since Moses is often found in the Bible, then System 1 subconsciously identifies the association between Moses and the ark by accepting the question. In the same way, you don't notice when System 1 creates the context itself. There seems to be nothing easier than reading ABC Man saved money in 12-13-14. Your brain has already interpreted this message, because you could read it as Hey 13SI or 12 by 14, but your brain has already created the context subconsciously, and in the case of the phrase, you most likely imagined a person concerned about their savings, although if you had heard the phrase they were slowly floating on the river, then, perhaps, they would have interpreted what they saw in a completely different way. As a person was saving money, without an explicit context, System 1 creates it on the go. If you saved money more often than you went to the river, then the context will line up accordingly. This is due to the concept of fixing the installation or priming. If I showed you the soap and said not mine, how would you take my words? Most likely, as the imperative form of the verb wash with negation. But if I showed the soup and said not mine, you'd think I was using the pronoun my with a negative particle. Thus, the words soap and soup determine your perception of the same phrase. System 2 may think that it is in control of the situation, but in fact it has been proven that priming changes our behavior. We don't even have conscious access to System 1.